Today we are going to discuss about lapping zone of column reinforcement. It is very important to know the lapping zone of the column reinforcement, as column is the one of the important structural element of a structure. If column fails, the whole structure could collapse, not like beam or slab collapse. If a beam collapses, part of the area could collapse. Slabs collapse, part of the slab may collapse. But if a single column fails, there may be a chance of failing, going progressive collapse, whole structure. Therefore, we have to make sure that our columns are safe and we have very strong column. Let's see what are the important things we have to consider when you're doing a column reinforcement lab. Let's consider a column, single column. The bending moment variation of a column will be like this. The bending moment diagram will be like this. This is the floor level and this is another floor level. So in between these two floors, the bending moment will be very like this. This will be straight line, will be like this. So bending moment will be higher and close to the support. So we should avoid lapping close to the support. But in practice, we cannot do that. Reality, are we doing that? What's the measures that we can take when you lap if you are not lapping at the mid-span? As we discussed, these are the two failure zones of a column. Column generally failure due to this joint and failure close to this support. This area, if you have experience, you have seen this area generally fails in a column. In seismic events, also the same thing happen. The formation of hinge and weak zone will be close to the support. Therefore, we suggest to avoid the lapping this area, but we could not be able to avoid that. Let's see what's the best method of doing laps. Now, in general, say it's the floor, what we do is we lap reinforcement like this. This is mostly practice method. We lap the close to the floor because once your floor is constructed, you have to place this reinforcement, and if you have a floor slab or support here, you can hold this reinforcement very easily. Therefore, people tend to lap reinforcement here. But the best place is to lap the reinforcement is here. That is at the mid height of the column. So generally, this, even though this best place, people mostly lap here. Let's see how we can handle this practically. Now let's consider an example. Say a flow like this. Now what we can do here, so if you can't avoid the left there, you can stagger the left like this, right? So you can have a certain amount of left there, certain amount of left there. So the best practice is to you left more than 50% there. Here you left less than 50%. Most of the lap you should have at the mid zone. This is practically can do because when you hold certain reinforcement, you can fix the other reinforcement at top level. For example, so if you can lap these bars at floor level, then you can fix the stirrup and then you can hold these mid bars at upper level. So you can have lap there then very easily. So majority of the lap you can have at the mid height, then other small amount of lap you can have it close to the floor. In addition, now we have to keep in mind in relation to the seismic designs, now we define a confinement zones. Close to the floor, this area we consider as a confinement zone. In this zone, it is suggested to avoid the lapping in this zone. But anyway, as we discussed previously, due to the practical issues, there may be in difficulty lapping the reinforcement at this mid zone. In such a situations, what we can do is we can increase the lap length. Now, if you lap close to the floor, you may increase the lap length. Lap length you can increase, and if you lap there, you can use the usual lap. But if you lap the close to the floor, then you can increase the lap length. That also can be done when you do the lapping of the reinforcement. That I think we come across with the column reinforcement lapping requirement, and we came to know what the best place to lap the column reinforcement and why we need to select that lapping positions, and also practically how we can do the lapping and what are the precautions that we can take to overcome any structural issues when you selecting lapping zone of columns. Thank you very much for watching our videos. Let's meet again from a video.